Hi, this is our co-teaching video. I'm Lasagna.
And I'm Matthew, and the first topic that we're going to be talking about today are the information due with the policies and procedures for a collaborative classroom.
Okay, and I chose Council for Exceptional Children. It talks about the different policies and standards for students with disabilities. It talks about the evidence-based instructions, as well as the progress and learning outcomes and different strategies for the students with disabilities.
I chose more of state and local policies. For the state, it's related on the classification of the student in the special education program. For examples, learning disabilities, mild intellectual disabilities, and behavioral disabilities. And the state issues a recommended maximum capacity for those students in that classroom. And there's only two different types of that you can go about that where you can add more students. The first one would be if there's more segments during the day, you're allowed to have more students. And the second would be if there's a paraprofessional in the room, you're allowed to add more students throughout the day. For the next topic for our co-teaching video, we will talk about methods or suggestions to keep co-teaching a positive experience.
Okay. Number one being to know the roles and make sure the students know that both teachers are equal partners in the classroom, and knowing that both teachers share the role in the teaching and the discipline process. There is no boss. We are a team.
And I decided to choose the three methods that you can switch from for teaching. The first one is consulting, where the teachers divide the roles within the classroom. One is an expert and one is a novice on the lectures within the class. The next is coaching, where the teachers actually switch roles. So one day, one will be the expert, the other one will be the novice, and then you can switch back and forth so the students get a good relationship with with both teachers. And finally is teaming. This is where you pair and you actually teach the entire class as a paired group. This is hard because this is a whole class approach, but it works as one of the best methods. For our next topic for our co-teaching video, it's ways to get to know your students better. The ones that I chose one of them would be interest inventory, and this is where you can find out your likes and dislikes of your students, and this is a good way to link academic progress within the classroom to what their likes and dislikes are outside the classroom. Another one would be an attitude survey, and this finds out which subjects that your students like or dislike. That way you can build a rapport and what you need to teach better or what you need to teach more enthusiastic.
Okay, the one that I chose is Getting to Know Me, and this is a survey filled out by the parents, and it's to tell what the dislikes and likes are of their child, and then to also tell what their goals are for that child for that school year. And then the next one would be for the student. It's All About Me project, which will actually allow the student to tell the teacher what things he or she wants the teacher to know about them. The next topic of our co-teaching video is about the relationship amongst the teachers, and I chose knowing your role. Each teacher needs to know his or her role, therefore knowing what's expected of them.
Another topic that I decided was sharing resources, and this allows to establish a good relationship when you share those resources, and it allows you to be on the same page with what you want to teach the students in that same content area.
The next one will be open communication, just allowing free communication amongst the teachers, therefore being able to work together with each other.
Another one that we chose was holding roles that are given at the beginning. When you establish the roles on who you want each person to be within that co-teaching collaboration relationship, you need to hold those roles. That way everybody is each accountable for everything.
Okay, and the next one will be to become an effective team, and this is recognizing each teacher each other as an equal and shared in all aspects of planning and teaching.
And for our final topic today for our co-teaching video, we're actually going to be doing resources to help you assist on collaboration.
Okay, and I chose the national resources. The first one being RESA, which is Regional Educational Service Agency, is an agency that is split into different regions, and then by school. You choose which school that you are in, and then you go and find the different resources. Some of the resources are services for school improvement and standard-based classrooms. The second will be the Georgia Department of Education, which is also a national resource that has the different standards and classroom-based information as well.
I chose more local, so my first one would be ISC, which is an in-school coordinator, and they do the master planning for the year for all the special education students. The next one would be where if the county office was called in, and this would be to help on a inclusion classroom on what best resources would be for a specific student. And finally, facilitators can come in from the county, and these help with suggestions on co-teaching and actual teaching environments for strategies in the classroom.